even just, you gotta respect, like, we can't just say this guy's like, he's a bum. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's not a bum. Yeah. He's not a bum for sure, for a long shot. Yeah. So you gotta respect him, but you can't give him too much respect. Take his best punch, or whatever he do good, be able to take that and take it away from him, and be able to make sure that when I give him myself, make sure I'm doing everything correct, make sure all the way down to the T. Take him in that deep water and drown him.
3 people in the world that I think that could beat Tank. That would be Devin, that would be Shakur, and Tank Davis himself.
You got the last one right. That's the only person that could beat me. Gervonta Davis. That's the only person. Them niggas not touch me at all.
One of the best ones out there is what they don't know, gets less respect for it, but one of the best ones out there. Now his mouth a little different. You know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character when it comes to the mouth. Yeah. Because that's where he's from. But he's really one of the pound the best ones of the coop. And I'm gonna tell you why he's the best one of the coop to me. He can punch, but he also can box. You understand me? Some that can box can't punch. Some that can punch can't box. He can box, he can punch, he can move laterally, he can do it left side, right side, he can do whatever he needs to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis grew up in a harsh and unpredictable environment where struggle was part of everyday life, as both of his parents were dealing with addiction, leaving him to face challenges at a very young age. Violence was not something distant, but something he encountered regularly. And while it was a means of survival, it also revealed the early signs of the fighter he would eventually become. And he later recalled that his father was using drugs while his mother at times left him, and his brother alone in the house, forcing them to mature far sooner than most children.
My mom left me and my brother in the house by ourselves. Someone called the Child Protective Service, and they came and got us, and we was in foster care and group home and things like that.
His path into boxing began by chance when one day his uncle stepped outside and saw him right in the middle of a fight on the street. And that single moment ended up changing the direction of his life, setting him on a completely different course.
And my uncle ended up walking outside the door and seeing me fight. Yeah. So when he seen me fight, he was like, you could do something. Yeah. So he took me to the gym. Yeah. The gym was probably like a 10-minute walk from the house. Yeah. So when I went to the gym, I was getting the love that I wasn't getting at home. So it came more so like a father figure type stuff, like the coaches in the gym. That's why I'm still with Calvin now, because he's more so like a father. So that's what made me like.
Hall of Famer Roy Jones Jr. voiced criticism of Shakur Stevenson's style, pointing out that relying too heavily on retreating defensively can reduce chances to land effective counters, and may also make the fight less engaging to watch.
Man, and I will hope he will pay attention to this, because this is going to mean a lot for him. His feet are good, but sometimes they take him too far out of range to be able to come back and count. The last guy he fought, the guy was a good puncher, so when he was jumping back, he was jumping too far back out of range to where he couldn't come back and get something right away. You know what I'm saying? And for the fans, it starts to look bored.
That's how I'd say. I feel like he was running.
He really ain't running. He just don't understand that this is somebody got to teach him. And I would teach him if they ever brought him to me to teach him. But he got to understand what I'm trying to tell him. I'm not trying to criticize him.
Right.
When you say something bad, they take it as criticism.
Right.
No, son, you got to understand how to not jump. Okay, people know what the thing that dig the hole, the excavator, right? Yeah. If you move that thing.
He reinforced his stance by explaining that Shakur often creates excessive space, which cuts down on real exchanges. And in his opinion, that approach can slow the pace of a fight and make it less appealing for viewers.
You can't take it out of review. You working with this, because this part keeps it on the job, the feet. This do the work. If you take the thing and move it back, it's off the job. It can't work no more. Right. So if you move back every time off the job, it ain't gonna ever get no work done. So now,
John Porter spoke about the increasing talk surrounding a possible matchup, rejecting the claim that Tank would easily score a knockout against Shakur, describing Stevenson as a master of defense, and noting that even Tank recognizes how difficult that kind of opponent can be. And he predicted the fight would unfold as a calculated, tactical contest, rather than a fast ending, with the outcome likely decided by strategy and in-fight adjustments over the full 12 rounds.
Knockout Shakur is going to be...
That's not going to happen.
But it didn't take. It shouldn't have taken this fight.
I knew he couldn't.
For people to realize,
yeah.
Right?
I knew that too. But yeah,
Shakur is a defensive specialist,
and I've been saying this for a long time. If you pay attention to how Tank would react whenever Shakur's name came up, I was like, yo, it's something that Tank knows that most people don't know or understand. There's something that he sees in Shakur. It could be the fact that Shakur was a 2016 silver medalist. You know,
he's got a lot to do with it.
He's that, the silver child of the country, and there's no telling. But this is what I've always known. It ain't just a big straight left or a big left right hook coming from Tank that's going to end that night. That night is going to be the most strategical you've seen both these guys ever be in a fight.
He explained that the biggest matchups test a fighter's ability to stay composed, adjust, and think through every moment. And he believes that against Shakur, fans would witness a more measured version of Tank, one who depends on strategy just as much as his power, adding that these high-level clashes are what truly bring out the best in him and reveal another layer of his skill set.
Forward to the big fights. We're looking forward to the big matchups because those are the kind of people that's going to pull it out of him. So with a fight with Shakur, you're going to see this boxing style that you don't usually get from Tank. You're going to see IQ. We saw IQ, but to me, it was low IQ because the reason why it was low IQ is because everybody followed the script. And what I mean by that is you see somebody's IQ take place when a fighter makes an adjustment.
Terrence Crawford shared why he slightly favors Shakur in this matchup, explaining that Tank could have difficulty landing clean punches because of Shakur's sharp defensive instincts and timing. And he also noted that while Tank often builds momentum in the later rounds, his tendency to start slowly might work against him when facing someone as accurate and disciplined as Stevenson.
A fighter. Yeah. I will pick Shakur because I don't believe Tank will be able to land those big shots on Shakur like he does everybody else. Right. Shakur defense is just too tight. And not only Shakur, Keyshawn either.
Oh, you don't think Key either? Even right now, I feel like it's a little Key nice though, but it might be a little early for Key right now.
Listen, Tank get hits a lot. Tank, in my eyes, Tank is always losing until he's not.
Yeah, a lot of times, yeah.
If you watch those fights.
Well, at least in the early rounds. Middle rounds, he start coming up, but I see what you're saying. Them early rounds, yeah.
Let Keyshawn start hitting them like everybody else hitting them. Let him start hitting them with everybody else, like everybody else hitting them.
Yeah.
Man, he gonna clean them.
The knockouts that people kind of making it like, if you ain't doing what Tank doing, then they gonna say it's boring. Do you feel like it's because of how his style is that they kind of putting that on you, like wanting you to do that?
People is blessed with different ability. He's blessed with a God-given ability that he crack you 9 times out of 10, you gonna go down. That's his ability.
Yeah.
I'm blessed with God-given eyes. A lot of people don't understand how good my eyes is. I can see really good. Like punches coming my way, I know how to get away from them.
Right.
At any given time. Our abilities are just different, so they probably are judging me from a scale of him, but at the end of the day, he's a great...
He acknowledged Tank's knockout power, but raised doubts about how effective it would be against him, stressing that power only counts if it actually lands, and expressing confidence that his defense, positioning, and ring intelligence would keep him out of danger, adding that his advantage comes from controlling the pace of the fight and shutting down everything Tank tries to bring into the ring.
On Twitter that he sent Shakur a contract and went elsewhere.
All my life, Tank a liar. If he just said that nigga's a liar, he need to stop lying.
Okay.
Yo, no cap. If he sent me a contract, tell him post that contract. Post the contract he sent me. That's what I want to see. And I want to see that. Don't make up no fake contract. Don't post the contract you sent me. I would love to see it.
Damn, okay.
And show me you sent it to me. To the email, to...
Shakur also shared that despite all the public discussion surrounding the fight, no formal contract had ever been put in front of him. And while Tank continued to call for the matchup publicly, Stevenson suggested there was little real progress happening behind the scenes, casting doubt on how seriously the fight was actually being pursued.
It's been a rumored fight for quite some time now. We have Shakur going up against Kid Austin in about a week.
Yeah.
You know, with a win over Kid Austin, do you think that would be for a great time for a fight against Tank Davis?
It's gonna be a great time for a fight against Tank Davis right now. So even before that, so the boxing world want to see the best fight best. So right now it's a great time for the Tank Davis fight. After that fight, it'll be a great time for the Tank Davis fight. Doesn't matter when. That's always a great fight. I gotta go now. I got my fight away.
How do you think we get that fight, Roy?
Forget that. Who do you think wins? Who do you think wins? Who do you think wins?
It's a good fight. That's a hard call. I love both fighters. I won't say either one of them because both of them are great. I like both of them. I admire what both of them have done. And I just want to see him fight. You know, so the work see who wins. I want to call it.
Because of his abilities, because of his eyes, because of his, his legs, that his hand speed, the way that he controls range. Tank Davis is the only guy that I can see that could possibly decipher that style. And
Roy Jones Jr. weighed in on the long-rumored matchup, saying the timing feels perfect and stressing that fans want to see elite fighters go head-to-head, noting that whether the fight happens sooner or later isn't important. What matters is that it finally takes place so the best can prove themselves in the ring. He added that with Shakur set to face Kid Austin soon, a victory there could set the stage for an ideal moment to match him up with Tank Davis.